Hello, hello. Welcome to Spilling with Lee. Thank you for joining me again. Hope this is an awesome episode for you all, and you get to enjoy some Spilling with Lee, some pop culture talk, some celebrity news, all done with a little bit of love, right? So, today I'm going to touch on one of my shows I'm actually really enjoying because I was a Vanderpump Rules person. Um, I loved all the characters and everything. So I'm really loving the Valley. But when I say it is toxic, so I kind of feel bad reviewing it because these are people's lives and there's a lot of toxicity going on there. So we're going to review the Valley and go back to my channel, and I'm going to touch on some things going on with Shannon Sharp and some other celebrity courtroom stuff happening, and then a little bit of stuff going on with Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, all right, so let's talk about the Valley. Wow. If you've not caught the first two episodes, you have to do it. So I'm going to review episode two, season two, episode two. So we start off with Janet. Janet cannot forgive Kristen. Well, first of all, we start off with just all of the different people of the show just getting together and um, just little snippets of them as we ease into the episode. But I want to touch on the section with Janet. Janet cannot forgive Kristen um, because while Janet was pregnant, apparently Zach and Kristen were talking shit about her. And Zach had made some comments that he didn't care if she didn't carry her baby to full term. He said it in the heat of the moment, not okay to say at all. But she's had the baby. The baby is born. Everything is healthy and everything. But she's making this a story for this season. And because Kristen is Zach's friend and was with him when he said it, she's holding all of this against both Kristen and Zach. So she's discussing this with Brittany and the other girl. I cannot remember what her name is, but I'll come back to you with that. And so they're talking about it. And really, it's like, Janet, I'm kind of like, girl, focus on your baby, focus on your husband, on your life. Do not give Zach or Kristen this much power over you, your family, your emotions, all the things, and just move on. Like, just whatever, immaturity, move on. Don't give it any more life. Um, we see Kristen again. So Kristen is going to be a big player in this season, which she's always been, but she's all over the place in this episode. So Kristen goes to visit Jax. Now, Jax and Brittany are officially, I think they may, as of today, be divorced. If not, they're close to it, but they're separated. They have a son named Cruz. As we know, Jax and Brittany came from Vanderpump Rules. Jax has always been part of Vanderpump Rule and married Brittany. She's from Kentucky, country girl, came to the big city, and here we are. So, but if you know Jax, he's always been unstable, really shady, up to a lot of drama, always. But there's something about Jax I just still love. I don't know why. But Jax and Kristen are talking, and Jax found out that Brittany had cheated on him with a friend. Not good. I mean, any man would go crazy. So he went ballistic. I think he found a video of her that she did for the guy, and he lost it. He lost it so much that he threw a bar stool, punched in some walls. The son was there when it was happening. It turned into a really bad situation. We've also, fast forward, found out that Jax is also doing cocaine. Like, so he has a lot of stuff happening with him. And so the marriage is just falling apart. So Kristen is basically like, hey, Jax, this is rock bottom for you. If this is not rock bottom for you, that's scary. So please get some help. Try to save your family. If not save your family, save yourself. So Kristen is trying to talk some sense into him. And what really bothered me about this is Kristen mentioned, Jax, you've treated Brittany so badly. You've called her fat. Even when she was pregnant, you've called her fat and ugly. And he's like, no, I didn't call her fat. He never said I didn't call her ugly. So either way, like that's your wife. No, mother of your child. So Jax, he's just so toxic, and the relationship together, I really feel bad for their son, Cruz, which I think, if I recall, he has ADHD or he's autistic or there's something going on. So adding this toxicity in the mix of it, I really feel bad for their son. Next, we see, speaking of toxic, we see Jesse and Michelle. They're going through a divorce as well. So toxic. They're arguing about the co parenting, about the child. Isabella is her name, beautiful child. Michelle clearly wanted the divorce. Jesse is just trying to make the best of it. They both have started seeing other people, but there is something so cold and disconnected with Michelle that I'm like, what did Jesse do to you? Because from what we know, he didn't cheat on her. So there's something else going on where you can tell she cannot stand this man. And so all of the anger, all of the feelings are coming out every time she speaks with him. And it's just so cringy, and you almost feel bad for him. And then I don't want to dislike her because if there's that much anger, it's coming from somewhere, right? So she's very cold towards him, very angry. She ends up blurting out that your new girlfriend is cheating on you, and everyone's talking about it. They make a phone call to, I think her name is Sheena, one of Michelle's friends, to confirm. The girl confirms it. And then Michelle leaves, and Jesse is, I'm sure, processing all of that. So that was really hard to watch. Um, so then we also see Jax talking also about Cruz and wanting to be better for his son, wanting to see his son, wanting to not lose being with his son. So we're seeing a lot of that happening. And, people, he's talking about, I'm not as bad as everybody is thinking. I had to turn on my light. I'm not as bad as everybody is thinking that I am. I wish people would stop. His friends come over, try to talk some sense into him. He's feeling like it's an intervention, so it's kind of uncomfortable. And he also talks about he grew up in a home like this. He's talking to his sister, like, I don't know what to do. He wants to be a better father. She's like, get some help, get into a treatment, get some help. Um, so he talks to someone at a mental health facility. It is going to cost $30,000 for 30 days, $30,000 a month. But you see at the end that he says yes, he's going to go into it. Janet, Brittany, Michelle, they meet for drinks and eating and all of that. Michelle is clearly upset. Again, I guess Jesse's girlfriend has sent a cease and desist telling her, keep your name out my mouth, which she should. And so Michelle is just upset, which that happens with divorce. You're just not yourself. Can't, it's a new reality. So you can just see her kind of just going through it. Also, Zach. So we go back to Zach. Zach is gay. He has a boyfriend. The boyfriend is from Canada and also, I believe, married. He really likes him. He wants him to move to LA and to move in with him. The boyfriend, I thought I had his name written down here, but I don't see it, says yes. So we see this starting of a toxic relationship because the guy is married and he's supposed to be being deported. So it's just, he's inviting trouble. So we're going to see how this all plays out. Um, Fast forward back to Jack's house. Brittany comes over. Brittany also discovers that there has been a woman in the house the night before, that beautiful woman that clearly Jax was probably sleeping with, found some underwear. It was just disgusting. So Jax does not deny it. Like, yep, you cheated on me with one of my friends. And yep, I had a woman in the house last night. She slept in the guest room, but yep, I had somebody in the house. So she's pissed. Don't kiss Cruz. I don't know where your mouth has been. Like they're going at it. It was really hard to watch because you could just see like so much hurt, so much passion there, such a broken relationship. So you could see all of that happening. And basically them just saying how they can't stand each other. Um, so Brittany and Jax are arguing, and finally Jax is like, I got to get out of here. The most hurtful thing I heard Brittany say was, I don't want my son to end up like you. And that's when Jax really kind of lost it and just ran out of the house. Um, Benji is Zach's boyfriend's name. I did write it down. So anyway, so it kind of ends with this huge fight between Jax and Brittany and just a complete breakdown of the marriage, very hurtful things said. And then we are left to believe that Jax is going to go ahead and go into the mental health facility and get some help. I would imagine it's probably around drug use as well or alcohol use as well, because I think it has come out that he definitely had an issue, which would explain like his extreme highs and extreme lows and all of that going on. So that is a very short recap of The Valley. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've been watching it. What do you think of the show? Who's your favorite character? What do you think about all the toxic relationships and the poor kids that are in this episode and this season that are experiencing all these things with their parents? So drop a line below. Thank you for being here with me with Spilling with Lee, and join me for the next episode. See you soon.